In today's video, we have a special guest, Taiyo, who's been working with GoPro for almost a decade. He's going to be revealing some secrets about capturing the best POV surfing footage with a GoPro. So first things first, what are the things you need?
You need a GoPro and a floaty and a bite mount.
These are essential to get POV footage and you can find them online on the GoPro website. And how about settings? What are the best settings out in the surf?
So my personal favorite would be 2.7K 4x3, 120 frames per second. It slows down and 1/4 of the actual speed. And also you can get the maximum height of your footages. But generally I would go for 4x3.
So mine's pretty similar. I do 2.7K at 60 frames per second in Superview. I haven't really played with the aspect ratios yet, but that's always worked well for me, and that's always the best for whatever conditions I'm running. And if you guys want a full detailed breakdown of all the setup and settings, I do have another video that I made a few months ago, which I'll link down in the description below. So what's secret number one for getting good footage?
So secret number one is conditions. We look at conditions very seriously. For Noah, I feel like lighting is also really important to you, making it look nice and clean, etc. But even on a cloudy day, we'd rather have a really glassy day rather than sunny and windy day. When it's windy, there's a lot of splashes. When you're paddling, it's almost impossible to keep your lens clean, even for us.
It's still possible, it's just the water does get on your lens and kind of ruin the footage.
Whoever's starting up, I strongly recommend doing on a very glassy day.
Glassy days are the best anyway.
So Hero 11 does have a hydrophobic lens, which basically it works really good for me all the time. But what I usually do is to clean the lens on my t-shirt or my wetsuit so that I don't get any oil on the lens. So make sure you rinse it all the time, especially after surf. Keep your lens clean, get rid of the salt so you can get a clean footage straight after. Yeah. But no, you like to use the Hero 9 lens.
Yeah, so I've put a Hero 9 lens cover on my Hero 10, and it's because I'm so used to doing the lick dunk method. And what this does is your saliva, it's kind of gross, puts a coat on your lens and it gets 0 water drops. I had a few problems with the hydrophobic one, even when I was trying to keep it super clean. Somehow little bits would still stick to it, and that's probably because it was offshore or the conditions weren't perfect. But yeah, having the Hero 9 lens, I don't need to worry about any of that. The lick dunk method is definitely the best in my opinion, but not being able to have to do that every time with the new lenses like the 11 and stuff, if you can keep it clear from water drops, is insane.
I feel like there's pros and cons about like the lick dunk method. So when it's windy or etc., I feel like lick dunk method is a lot more versatile. Like that's what we used to do it all the time anyways.
So the next thing people ask me is angles. What's the best angle? The way I have it is actually dead straight. So I'll have it like this whenever I'm just doing airs and turns. If I was just doing airs, I would have it pointing down. So when it's in your mouth, it's pointing down. You'll be able to see more of your surfboard. But then when you're getting barreled, this one's really important. You want to be able to see the lip come over your head. And sometimes you'll be in a barrel with it like this, and you won't even see the lip come over you. It will look like you weren't even barreled. So tilting it about, did you say 45 degrees?
Yeah, or even like more sometimes.
Yes, even more. You want it like really, really pointing up.
And when you get straight out of the barrel, you just like point it back straight.
Yeah.
And you continue your riding. Sometimes I hold it on my trail arm so it looks deeper. So you're actually having an extra, 30 to 50 centimeters deep so you can see yourself getting barreled. POVs are really great in terms of like front side especially. Backside is the tricky one because we use a lot of our eyes like rather than our head movements. So when you're doing a bottom turn and you see in backhand, your eyes are looking even further than your actual mouth. So what I like to do as a counteract is actually hold on my trail arm again. So you can see your whole body turning this way, and you're usually holding your hand coming in front of you anyway, so you can see what your eyes are seeing basically.
Something else I just want to quickly touch on was, even if you don't have the angle set up properly from takeoff, sometimes when I'm getting a barrel, I can see it's about a barrel, and I have it set up like this, I will just grab it and lift it. So then I'm able to capture that shot and then change it back. And another thing you do want to be mindful of is actually where you're looking when you're filming. Sometimes I'll go for like a frontside snap or something, and I will look at my board just to show what my feet are doing because it looks better. It makes better content. From a technical standpoint, that's not what you want to be doing with your head. And even with like a frontside carve to tail slide, just looking down at your board a bit more, just to see like the fins ripping and disengaging. Stuff like that is just good to be mindful of. All right, so is there any other tips you have?
I would say keep your clips short so it's easier to manage, doesn't drain your battery as much. Use the quick capture, that's my favorite. And don't be afraid to slow down in post-production.
Yeah, I'm always interested in learning new ways to make my content better, get better footage and clips, so yeah, I really appreciate it. If you did make it to the end, what's the word that they're gonna comment?
Nuggets.
Nuggets. All right, you heard it, nuggets. Leave a comment down below. Thank you so much, Taiyo, for sharing all this knowledge with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much, guys. Keep frothing.
Keep eating nuggets.
Keep